a Southern Book Club guide to book. I will at least attempt once. No, that makes no sense. So I can fuck the patriarchy. Can't say that. I've loved every single Levi book. Hi, welcome back. Today I'm surrounded by books. Reason being, I've just done my May wrap up and I'm going to be doing my recent haul video. I'm just going to quickly run through a few books that I've purchased over the last couple of months. Some of them are for things that I'm doing. A lot of them, if not all of them, you'll already know what they are about. So I might give a brief synopsis if I know what they're about. If I've bought them just for a thing and I don't know what they're about, then I don't really know what they're about. Do you know what I mean? I can't really say. That makes sense to me in my brain. Anyway, we're just going to jump straight into it with the book that I'm holding in my hand that you've already probably seen, because I've just flicked it in front of the camera. This is Illuminae. This is for a thing. And this is a floopa-dooper. It's a floopa-dooper. It's a floppy paperback. And it's a sci-fi. That is all I know, and it's going to stay that way, because I don't want to ruin it for myself. Next up, we have A Pinch of Magic. This is a middle grade. This was recommended by Gavin. It has magic. It's middle grade. It's fun. It's fine. It's funky and fresh. And I don't know what it's about. 3 sisters trapped by an ancient curse. 3 magical objects with the power to change their fate. Will there be enough to break the curse? Or will they lead the sisters even deeper into danger? Sisters, magic. Next up, we have The Diviners, and this is book 1 in the Diviners series. This is for a thing. I don't really know what it's about. It's for a thing. Follows a girl called Evie O'Neill. She's been exiled from her boring old hometown, shipped off to the bustling streets of New York City, and she is positively ecstatic. The only catch is that she has to live with her Uncle Will and his unhealthy obsession with the occult. Ooh, the occult. Why not? A little bit of the occult is never bad, she says. I might hate this, but it's for a thing and I think I'm going to like it. Next up, I bought another book for a thing. These are all for the same thing. So we've got Falling Kingdoms, which is the first book in a series, and I'm very torn about whether I want to read this one now, because the reason I'm reading it is because of the thing. It's supposed to be a good thing, but so many people I've seen who have recently read this have DNF'd it or given it a low rating because of something that's in this that makes people feel uncomfortable. So that's a thing. Will I regret picking the book up? Possibly, but am I going to read it anyway because it's for a thing? I am. Another thing that's for a thing is the Southern Book Club guide to book.
Huh? What?
The Southern Book Club's guide to slaying vampires. All I really need to know is the thing that this is for. I'm so happy because I like vampires. If a book has got vampires in, I will at least attempt it once. The likelihood is I will love it. More books that are for things. Nevermore. If you know about Nevermore, then you probably know. I'm probably giving this away so hard right now, but you probably know all about this, because if you follow a certain middle grade lover, then you'll know all about Morgan Crow. So don't really need to tell you much. I hold it. Next up, we have The Martian. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. The Martian by Andy Weir. Not really a fan of this cover, but this was the only cover that was available. Don't get me wrong, Matt Damon is a dreamy son of a gun, but don't like when they put movie stuff on, movie covers on, because I did see another cover that I liked more, but I couldn't get it because it was like an American cover. But anyway, don't really know what this is about. It's for a thing. Next up we have Red Rising. I've heard very mixed reviews about this. This is a sci-fi, dystopian sci-fi type thing. For a thing, follows a guy. All I know is there's a guy who is a red and the golds are above them, and I don't know. I think this is gonna be good because the person who I know loves this. I do like a lot of similar things to them, so I'm hoping I like it. And then to go along with that, because it was a set, and it was way cheaper if I bought them all. I hope I like Red Rising because I've got the full shebang. So if I don't like Red Rising, I'll just sell one Depop, but I've got the full series by P.S. Brown. Next up we have another series that I purchased, which was the Greatcoat series. Traitor's Blade is currently, where is it? It's up on that top shelf there. It's like over there somewhere. It's being read by June TBR, but these are gonna be read next. Saves Blood, Tyrant's Throne, Night Shadow. This is the wrong way around. There we go. Next up we have Language of Thorns in hardback. Leigh Bardugo. Do I need to say any more than that? I've loved every single Leigh Bardugo book that I've read so far. So I think these are all like little stories as well, and they're illustrated. I'm going through these really quickly because I have quite a few books to go through, and I don't think you want to be here all day. I don't want to be here all day. I have 1 battery left out of 3, and I don't want it to die, so I'm going to try and like speed on through this. This was a purchase because Becca and I think Ashley from Float Through Fiction, she's read it and she loves it. Anyone I've seen who's read this has really enjoyed it. So this is Malice. It's queer. It's got a female romance, sapphic, and it's like a Sleeping Beauty retelling kind of thing, but it's from the villain. It's like a villain origin story, I think. Also, even if they hadn't have liked it, the cover, it was a cover buy, basically. Because there's just an aesthetic, isn't it? It's a whole thing. The next books are One Piece. So I bought volumes 1 to 3 and 4 to 6 out of my own dollar bills. But then Liam, the little gem boy, bought me these 2 sets, which is volumes 7 to 12. I've only read volume 1 so far, and it was a 5-star read, but this is going to keep me going for a while, and it's going to need to, because the volumes after this, like the omnibus after this, after number 12, is really hard to get hold of because of like COVID and shipping and stuff, so they're gonna have to last me anyway. Next up we have Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. This has been one book that I wanted to get for ages. It's Aaron from Booktubers Busy. She loves the book. I've not heard anything bad about it, and I just want to read it because I really want to read the second one, and the cover is just, I don't know what I love about it. I love the whole aesthetic. It's just a vibe, and I'm here for it every day, bro. Oh my.
What did that just mean?
I didn't say that.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
The next ones I purchased are from Blood and Ash series that we have to date, and they're in the wrong order. There we go. From Blood and Ash, Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, and Crown of Gilded Bones. I'm slightly concerned that I bought these because of the hype. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker, I'm a consumer consumerism is real. I'm just following the hype train. Choo choo.
Yeah, no, you're just a fucking idiot.
But there's so many people that have disliked book 3. And there's like 7 books in the series, I think. And then there's like prequels. And I'm a completionist. So once I start, I'm gonna have to finish it. So I am just... Send me all your positive vibes that I have not wasted my cash on this. That they are worth it, because they are chonkers. Have you seen the size on them? I don't know if I've hauled this. This is House of Leaves. This is going to be a July buddy read with Lindsay. I will leave her Twitter down below. And I'm excited but also nervous to pick this up, because it's a chunker. So I'm kind of glad that I'm going to take it easy in July book-wise, because it's gonna be a thing, isn't it? It's gonna need to be a chill one if I'm reading that. And then we have all 4 Heartstopper graphic novels and Loveless. So these 4 I purchased myself. I will be reading them all in June. It's Pride Month. This is the epitome of like LGBTQ plus rep. Just love it. So these are by Alice Oseman. If you don't know, then get to know. The Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. I think there's only 5 graphic novels in the series, and she's working on the last one now, I think. Maybe wrong, but yeah. And then this one was kindly gifted to me again by Liam, and this follows one of the characters from the graphic novel, who's, I believe, is asexual. So once again, LGBTQ plus rep. Ideally, I would have liked to get... Ideally, I would have liked to have gotten Loveless on my June TBR as well, but can't get everything we want in life. Next up, we have Once and Future Witches. Possibly could have been a bad purchase, because I heard so many great things about it, and then once I'd bought it, like, so many people were saying how boring it was. So once again, I'm just hoping that I haven't wasted my money, because I know you could just sell them on Depop and that, but it's still very much like obviously I want to enjoy the books that I purchased, you know what I mean? So I'll keep you updated on this. I'm excited because it's got witches in, and I love witches. I've heard it's more historical fiction than like witchy, and yeah, we'll just have to. It's like they're following the suffrage. It's like witch suffragettes, I think, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just trying to. I was just trying to get the ones out on the bottom of my book trolley. Next up, The Way of the Argosy by Sebastian de Castell. This is the first in a duology prequel to the Spellslinger series. I've just finished reading Shadow Black as part of my June TBR, and I'm loving it. This is like the origin story of Ferius, who we meet in the first book of Spellslinger, and I'm really interested to find out why Ferius is the way she is, and what led her to be how she is and doing what she's doing. She's a very mysterious character in Spellslinger. She doesn't like to open up about herself, so I just can't wait to like find out about fairies. And also the cover art on this, just absolutely stunning. It's brilliant. And then I think I mentioned this in a vlog, but I went to Sainsbury's for some food and she jumped into my basket and I couldn't help it. She was just calling my name. It's like she was in my walls. Calling my name. Oh, that sounds creepy. But yeah, a girl in the wall. Follows a girl that used to live in a house, but now lives in the walls. But it's like a thriller. So, is she actually alive? I don't know. Are we going to have an unreliable narrator like we did in the others? Where you feel... Oh, if you haven't seen the others, I'm not going to spoil it, but... There's that. And then... Another book that I might regret purchasing is Dark and Hollow Star. I read the synopsis about this and I was so gutted that I didn't get it. I think it was in a Lumicrate. It was in a Lumicrate box and sprayed edges were stunning and I was gutted that I missed out on it. So I went out and bought it myself because the premise just sounds so cool. Demons, queer, it's just all the funness. But so many people have said that this is not what they expected it to be. It's not as good as they expected it to be. So I might just do a vlog of reading books that were hyped and that are now no longer deemed good by so many people. I don't know how I would word that title, but like Once a Future Witches was kind of like hyped and then turned out that people think it's pretty crap. And there's this and there's probably so many other books, but this was a cover by, which sounds really strange, but it's Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. This was recommended to me on Facebook and I saw that one of the booktubers I follow, I will leave her links down below, it's Caris. She bought it and it sounds really cool. It's like a cool concept. It's got an academic setting where there was like death by wasps, I think, and a girl in present day in the early 1900s, two students, it's also queer, two girls fell in love and then they were found dead in the woods after a horrific wasp attack, and then years later something happens. Anyway, it seemed good and it's a chunky one. I've heard the pacing isn't the best. Some people have absolutely loved it and it's like, I can't remember what it was, but there was somebody said it was like a great example of feminism, which I like, but again, mixed reviews. Next up we have Lost Property, and this was kind of gifted to me by Doubleday in exchange for a review, so I will be reviewing this in June. I forgot what month we're in. I'll be reviewing this in June. Another book that I also received for review was Master of Measham Hall, and this was received by Duckworth Publishing, and I think I explained what it's about in my June TBR, so I will leave it linked somewhere. Also, for part of Whatever-a-thon, I will be reading Circe, and I've recently hauled that this month, and The Night Circus, again for a thing. So I hauled these two so that I could read it for my thing that I've decided to do during Whatever-a-thon. I have no idea why, but I did. And I think that's everything, apart from I've got a couple of ebooks gifted to me as well, that were The Savage Instinct, No Way They Were Gay, and Angel Bound. They were all books that I've hauled. They were all gifted to me by publishers in exchange for review, and all those reviews will also be coming this month. Finally, the final physical book that I've hauled this month, and the final book of the haul, is Restless Slumber by KJ Sutton, which is the second book in the Fortuna Swan series. And can you just appreciate the artwork? I can't tell you much about this, but Fortuna Swan follows a girl who, in current times, it's been 2 years since her brother went missing. She's been looking for him that whole time. The dark fairy comes up to her and says, "Oh, you marry me and I will tell you where your brother is." And then it goes from there. He doesn't talk like that because he's not a northerner. And he's not even British, but there we go. That was my mixture of different books haul. That was my haul that I've done. Again, it wasn't all in May, it was a mixture of different. I can't remember if I'll have showed you these books in a vlog or not. Like I said, some of them were kindly gifted to me by Liam. Thank you so much. And some of them were gifted by publishers. Again, thank you so much. Some of them were gifted to me by me. Lisa, thank you so much. You're welcome. And that is me done. I've been filming for a few hours now and I'm tired and I need to edit all this stuff now, so sorry editing Lisa, you're gonna have a wild ride ahead of you. Smooth sailing. So I will see you all in my next video, which is likely to be a vlog, because if I can help it, I don't do sit down videos, even though I've literally just filmed 3 sit down videos in a row with hair a mess, looking like a state. But you know, when you come to this channel, you get quality content, people. Top tier shit. If you like what you see, then please, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, share with deine Freunden, and comment, subscribe, like, engage in conversation. What books have you hauled this week, this month, this year? Also link me to any YouTubers that you like, because I would like to find some more small YouTubers. I follow quite a few big ones, but if you have any other small YouTubers that you would recommend that I go and check out, leave them down below as well. And until next time, enjoy yourselves, stay positive, and I'll see you all very soon.